Hey guys, just wanted to make a video here to show you the new Team Surge Fast Start checklist. Now, I highly encourage everybody to use this checklist moving forward for yourself and that of new associates that you bring into the business. It's very important that we have a standard guideline in doing this and helping our new associates get started fast. And there's a reason for that because once we continue to start to do this and we teach our leaders how to bring people into the team, get them started, have a simple step-by-step process, and how to trigger their first bill and get their first teammate, what is actually going to happen is something very important in a word called duplication. The business will start to duplicate without us because we are teaching our leaders to teach this system, who are teaching their leaders to teach this system, and so forth. So it puts in place a process of duplication to help our new associates get started fast, trigger their first belief check so that they make their money back. They see that Stream works, that this business works when you make it work, and that you follow a very simple process. So here's how it's going to work moving forward and the format in which this is designed. Okay, so when you start a new associate, the first thing you're going to do on page 1 of this form is you're going to have them fill out their name. You're going to have them fill out their A number. As soon as they hit submit and are now a member of the team officially by filling out the enrollment form, they're going to be given an A number. They're also going to be selecting a web handle in the new enrollment form. So as soon as they go to fill out to become an associate, they are actually picking what their website's going to be called and their username. Their username now becomes their web handle. So for instance, I highly encourage people to use their first initial last name, abrock.mystream.com, and you're also going to put in the selected password. You want to put the date that they started, so this way that they know that they have 120 days from that date to trigger all their bonuses, all their quick start bonuses. And you want to ask them their why. We are a team built on our why. We focus highly on that because it is very important. Your why drives everything that you do. The reason that you start this business, the reason why you conquer the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone and talking to people about being your customer and joining your business, everything is built and reinforced and driven by your why. All right. You want to show them how to go onto their Power Center and do their training. There's a special tab in the Power Center specifically for training that of training you how to work your Power Center, how to prospect new business partners, and how to add customers. And we have 3 simple videos. They're only a couple minutes each. You get connected, get qualified, share the opportunity video, and you want to show them how to access them and how to watch them. And the first thing that we really want to do after we fill out all this information is we want to set a date for the next meeting. It's very important that before we go into any other more detail, that we get a concrete commitment from them right then and there to meet the next time to help explode their business. And we also want to direct them to this training website. It was designed by a good friend of mine that I've met in his business, and his website is designed specifically for training new Stream associates. He has incredible content on there, incredible videos on how to gather customers, ask for referrals, how to operate, how to read a energy bill, and that's at traintosucceed.com. So we want to direct them there for at some point in their downtime to go over some of the videos that he covers there. Next, so step 1, we are going to have them fill out names of 10 people. And these 10 people are going to be the first 10 people that they reach out to become customers. Basically what you want to do is you want to pick 10 people that if you were stuck, stranded on the road with a flat tire at 3 o'clock in the morning and you didn't have a jack, that you could call this person, they would come out and help you change your tire. Those are the kind of people that we want to focus on for being our first customers. Now, we want them to come up with 90 additional names for the next meeting. So at some point, they're going to want to make a list between this meeting and the next with at least an additional 90 names that we can help them go through and help divide into who is more likely to be a customer and or who would be killer at this business And those are the people that we want to approach about being business partners. So step 2 in the process is you want to get qualified. You want to get those first 3 customers. Now remember, you can be your own customer. So if they are not a customer of yours, you want to show them how to go online and enroll their first bill to become their own customer. And then they only need 1 or 2 outside points from outside the household to become qualified and trigger that first $200 check. I want you to keep in mind that these are the services that can help us offer or trigger the check. So we have gas, electric, mobile, virtual MD, and our home voice are all points that can qualify you for that first check, as well as your stream marketing system. You can go on and pay the $24.95 in a month. It gives you 1 point. It will help you trigger any of your checks for your 3, 10, and 15. This will help them track where they're going to be in the qualification process. So when they get that first customer, they're going to want to write their name down here, even if it's themselves. If they get the second customer, they want to put it here, and the third customer here. That way they're able to track so that they know where they stand in getting qualified and triggering that first check. So how do we go about gathering customers? Well, this is just a idea of how we can go about approaching people to be our customer. The beauty of this business is there is not a one-size-fits-all. There is not one way that your leader should say, hey, this is the way it is, make it work. There are different ways that you can go about gathering customers. You can go to mom and say, hey, mom, you trust me, give me your bill, I'm going to help you save money, and that'll work. But that might not work for somebody that you know, a parent from the baseball team. So in all business, whether in gathering customers or gathering people to join your team, it's all about starting a conversation, building rapport, and relating to them in some way. After we have built a conversation, we've built rapport, you want to work in, hey, I was just curious to get an electric bill. They're going to say yes. Would it be okay if it was lower? Most cases, they're going to say yes, or yes, of course. Great, let's take care of that now. Send me a picture of your bill, and you are already on your way. Once they send you a picture of their bill, 98% of the time, they are going to be your customer. You just need a couple other pieces of information. So you need a copy of their full bill, or they can send a picture of it to you through text or Facebook Messenger, however you want to work it. The phone number most likely that's associated with the account will be included on the bill, but if it's not, you're going to need the phone number associated with the account. You're going to need an email address, and you're going to need the last 4 of their social. If you can get the full social, that's great, but in most cases, people are not comfortable doing that. So we just want to focus on getting their last 4, and you can refer to the previous video that I made on how to enter your first bill. For commercial, it's a little bit different. So we can actually offer commercial customers, business owners, an opportunity to get a free quote. It's not a commitment. They can get a free quote, and if they decide that they like that rate, or they see the tremendous savings that they see in that rate, all we need is a copy of their bill. All right, we can go online, we fill out the commercial quote request, and then we're going to send a picture of this bill to our commercial guy. We're going to cover that later because I have his email included in here. Okay, but all we need is for commercials is their full bill, phone number, email address, and tax ID number. You do not need the tax ID number to get the quote. If they decide to become a customer and they're going to sign the contract, at that point you are going to need the tax ID number. The bottom of this page just covers common questions that they might have and the best answers to do that, such as, what do you mean by a free discount? How is it that you're able to give it cheaper? Why would PECO or any other utility allow me to become a customer of you, and how much will I save? These are common questions covered in this. And just to mention that this is pinned on our team Facebook page, Stream Team Surge. So you are able to print and or download and save this for your use. Step 3 is how to build a team. And one way that has worked greatly for us has been the 1-minute presentation. Now, again, there is no right or wrong way to do this. You can say, hey, look, I got something I want you to see. Do you have time to watch a 7-minute video if we got together for coffee? Or, hey, I'm going to send you a link, 7-minute video. Tell me, watch it and let me know what you think. There's not a right or wrong way of doing this, okay? What we have here on this checklist is just what we have found on our team that has been the most successful in getting the results that we're looking for. So again, you want to start a conversation and build rapport. because building rapport is very important. You don't want to just dive into it because people are going to put their guard up and they're not going to be very receptive to the idea. So you want to, start a conversation, build a rapport, and at some point you want to mention your side business. Now, they're not going to be able to resist. They hear the word side business. They're like, well, I thought you were a mailman. What do you mean side business? So they're naturally going to ask. It's like throwing bait, okay? And all you're going to say is, well, you know how everyone gets an electric bill and everyone pays a mobile bill? Well, when they pay those bills every month, I get a royalty. Again, you are presenting a statement that they can't help but ask. They are asking you to tell them what your side business is and what you do to make money. So they're going to ask, how do you do that? Well, I can tell you, but it'd take about a minute. When do you think you have a minute? Listen, everybody has a minute. If you're going to tell them that you can explain everything to them in 60 seconds. All right, they're going to say right now. And all you're going to say is, if I can show you a way to make $500 a month without changing your current lifestyle at all, what would you do with that money? Now, they may say, buy a car, buy a house, go on a vacation, send my kids to Catholic school. Whatever their answer is, you want to ask questions. Oh, you want a car? What kind of car? Oh, great. Nissan Sentra. They're great. Motor Trend has them as the top cars all the time. What color would it be? Oh, that's a great color. That's a great color. You don't see that color around too much. What kind of features? You see what I'm doing? You're asking simple, short, direct questions to try and paint a picture in their head. You want to paint the picture of in their head of them doing the business, them getting that money, and then them getting that car or whatever their answer is. All right. So once we're done asking questions, you're going to work in, well, assuming that you partner with me and I can show you how to make $500 a month, I only need you to do two things. Number one, you don't change. Continue to live your current lifestyle. Keep recommending your favorite restaurants, movies, and songs. Whatever you do, don't change. Number two, at some point in your career, you just have to show 45 people how to go online and fill out a simple one-page form to get a free discount on a bill they already pay. What would you like to know next? Listen, breaking it down. Number one, if you tell them don't change and don't change their lifestyle and keep making recommendations that they're making, you're telling them that, so listen, people automatically think that if they get in network marketing, that they have to change. They have to be an expert. They have to become a salesman. They have to talk to their friends and family. They have to sell to them. And that's not the case. This business is done, especially for busy people, in their everyday lives, in everyday conversations. In the middle of a conversation, they're going to present you with a problem that you have a solution, whether it's to be a business partner or be a customer. You can help them save money or you can help them make money. But the great thing is they don't have to change. And if you present that to them, then that is going to immediately let them drop their shoulders and relax because you're telling them that it's okay to continue to live the life that they're living. And then the most important part is number two is telling them that, listen, all you need is 45 people to go online and take a free discount on a bill they already pay every month. Okay, everybody knows 45 people. They're going to say, hey, I know 100, I know 500, I know 1,000. That's great. We only need 45 for you to make $500 a month. Okay, and then you want to ask them what they'd like to know next. They may say, well, how much is it to join? It's $199. You make your money back after your first 3 customers. What would you like to know next? Well, do I have to go to any meetings? We have a meeting once every 2 weeks in Fort Washington and our annual convention down in Fort Worth, Texas once a year. What would you like to know next? Again, keep the answer short, keep them direct, ask them what they'd like to know next. If you do not have an answer for them, if you don't know the answer, it's okay to say, hey, I'm not sure that I can answer that for you, but I have one of my upline leaders that I can call right now. We can get him on the phone and he can answer that question or any other questions that you may have. Third-party call, very important. When you're done asking questions, ask them what they'd like to do next. One of two things are going to happen. They're going to be ready to join, and you're going to get them set up and started by doing this checklist, okay? Number two, they're going to say, well, I have to think about it or I have to talk to my wife, whatever it is. At that point, that's great because what you're going to say is, listen, I understand. You should go talk to your wife or you should think about it, but what I want you to do is next time that your direct deposit check comes in the mail from your work, I want you to take it out of the envelope and I want you to hold it up. And I want you to look at that total in the right-hand corner. That total is a reflection of what somebody else thinks you're worth. I want you to ask yourself if that's what you're worth, okay? Because if you think that you're worth more, then this business is for you, all right? And that's the only way we're going to handle page 3. Again, there's no right or wrong way. Whatever you can do to get them to take a look at the business, it works, and that's great. And then page 4 is just a 30-day game plan. Now, they have 120 days to trigger their bonuses. We like to help our team get all of them done within 30 days if we can. So in the first 24 to 48 hours, we want to help them get qualified. We want to help them enroll their own bill as their first customer and help them get 2 outside customers, or 1 being an SMS. But we want to help them trigger that $200, make their money back, excuse me, and trigger that belief check. And then we also want to help them get their 10 and 15 to trigger those $500 bonuses. And if they can do that within their first 30 days, that's great. We also want to help them get to become a regional director, because this entire business is built on being a regional director, and every single promotion from that point forward is built on building as many regional directors as you can. And when you can do that within your first 120 days, preferably your first 30, you will then trigger a $300 RD bonus. If you are the coded RD, you're going to get a matching $300 bonus. So as you can see, if they can trigger all 3 bonuses of 15 customers and become an RD within their first 120 days, they're going to make $1,700. Now, this is just a list of contact information. For most of you, your senior director is me. For those of you that have senior director and executive director, it's going to be Stefan. And these are your contact informations. If you need to do third-party calls, third-party validation calls, these are the numbers you want to call. You want to get us on the phone, Stefan and I, and help talk them through the process and answer any questions that they may have that you can't answer. If they want to know more information, this is the link to the 7-minute video. Okay, it's very simple, very easy to remember, streambp.info, and this will give them the 7-minute Steve Fisher video to explain the business in its entirety. Okay, this is the phone number for associate support. So if they have any problems with their accounts, or they need to call and check on customers while they're still in pre-verification, this is the number that they're going to call. For wireless support, this is the number for wireless support. For energy customers, if the stream needs to talk to the customer and help verify an account, this is the number that they're going to call. And then, like I mentioned earlier, for commercial accounts, what we're going to do, you take their bill that you have in your hand, you go online and you fill out the quote request for commercial. At that point, you want to send a copy of that bill to our commercial rep, Charles Payne. His email is charles.payne@streamenergy.net. He needs that bill to generate a 12-month history of what that business has done over the course of the year so that he can come back with a quote. The great thing is, in the Pico area, our commercial quotes have been fantastic, and we have been able to competitively and strongly beat what Pico is offering for commercial rates. So this is a good time to gather commercial customers within Pico. Okay, guys, that's just going over the quick start checklist. I hope that you saw the value in it, and if you continue to use this for yourselves and teach your new team members to use this, it will create a system of duplication that will explode your businesses. Guys, thank you for watching this video, and have a great day.